Now, manifestation programs and law of attraction stuff have their place, but in my humble, maybe ignorant opinion, they tend to be full of overly positive BS. And people like Wesley, billion-dollar version, are notorious for these mindset programs and mindset courses.
YouTube videos are not going to make you rich, young people. And mine, I manifested this. I didn't work hard for it. I attracted this. I didn't chase after it.
Manifestation and law of attraction is all good and all, but what really grinds my gears and upsets me is when influencers fail to acknowledge the role that pretty privilege or white privilege play in their ability to manifest all these things. I mean, there's a reason why the unemployment rate for minorities is usually drastically higher than regular people in the westernized countries, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you explain that drastic difference in unemployment? Did I manifest that rate, or what's going on? But then again, ClickBank does offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. So I guess one could see whether or not manifestation impacts your life within that time span.
Please, can I have my money back? Please, can I have my money back?
Right, Joe?
That's all you had to do. And then next is manifestation magic. Now this one, it converts very well, but the thing is, it has a high refund rate. So I stopped promoting this one. I actually recommend you doing 15-minute manifestation over this one because it has a lower refund rate.
This is why I usually try and promote things with specific outcomes or specific end goals, right? If it's a credit repair, you know, within a certain time span, I will have maybe a $700 credit score as opposed to my regular 500. Or addiction program, you know, within 60 days, I should have quit my addiction program. I should have quit my addiction to nicotine, pornography, marijuana, alcohol, etc. Right? There's a specific outcome. Whereas manifestation is very like airy-fairy, kind of like fluff. You know what I'm saying?
Say at the very end of all this, but I do think there's good things in Think and Grow Rich about positive thinking, about goal setting. But the problem is that Think and Grow Rich takes it too far. It makes it into some gospel of success, that positive thinking is all that you need, that you don't need luck, that you don't need talent, that any person can just wish themselves into $1 trillion. And if you don't have that $1 trillion yet, well, you just must not be thinking about it enough. You must not be desiring it enough. That is completely ridiculous and leads to a toxic system of punishment for people who haven't achieved their dreams, as my friend James Johnny would later say in his series on the law of attraction.
How I personally feel that a lot of people who believe they have manifested being rich via the law of attraction don't acknowledge or even seem to recognize the privileges they've had that have likely played a huge role in their ability to get what they think they manifested. So there's a view that's been getting more and more common in New Age and law of attraction communities that the difference between being rich and poor is all just in your mind. If you're poor, it's because you have a bad money mindset.
If you type in my experience with law of attraction, right? All these videos here, what do you notice? Anybody caught it? I see a lot of Caucasian white girls talking about their experience with law of attraction. And now, I'm not trying to invalidate their experience, but I'd rather hear about manifestation and LOA from someone who's obese, disabled, or physically deformed, and talking about how manifestation helped their life given their unique challenges, as opposed to hearing from one of the more protected members of society. I'm just saying.